what I thought was used against me actually became a strength and a weapon for me. See, like, between point A and B, the same thing you do to get to this level is one thing, but it takes a different mindset. The same thing you do here isn't the same mindset that you have to get from point B to C. But you have to go through the levels along the way. Then with Dreamshine opening, we continue to grow. And I had a whole other level to learn of leadership and having team members and employees. And now we have 45 clients. I went from having like 2 team members, 2 employees, to 5, to 10, to 12. So I had a whole other level I had to learn on leadership. And that's where I started getting more and more around other business owners. Like I connected with Dave Ramsey at that time and his Entree leadership team. And I had to transition. Then I could have got in my comfort zone and just said, okay, I have Dreamshine going. I'm not going to challenge myself to grow in my leadership. I'm just going to milk it out through here. But we don't do that. We keep fighting for the next level. So I had to challenge myself to be around people that were where I wanted to go. And they challenged me in return. And so then I realized there was a whole other level. And that's why you constantly, for each level, put yourself around people that are encouraging you, but also put yourself around people that are at the next level that you want to go. And there's always another level. And it's not just about money. It's in your marriage. It's in your life. It's in your faith. It's in your health. There's always another level. It's about being the best you. So then as Dreamshine grew, we now have a 2.5-acre campus. We have 45 clients we serve. I have 17 people on my staff. We have over 10 vehicles that we do transportation with. I could have stopped there. But then God put in my heart this vision of speaking, this vision of writing a book, this vision of speaking all around the world, starting a podcast. So that took, and that's what's been going on the past year or two, a whole other level that I had to go through, that I'm going through right now. And it's so weird because I was thinking, okay, well, it's going to be just the same. And in a sense it is, but you go through so much uncertainty and confusion and fear and doubt. And I'm not saying this to scare you or be negative. I'm saying this to be real with all of you and to transform what you think fear and doubt really is. Because listen, it's not what you think. I thought about it. If you like roller coasters, I like roller coasters. I know some people don't. But before I'm getting ready to go on one, I'm scared, I'm nervous, but really I'm excited. Like there's a thin line between being afraid and being excited. So it's like your adrenaline's pumping. But if you mistake that for fear, it's going to suck you down to your comfort zone. If you mistake it for thinking, if I'm doing what I love, I should never feel fear or doubt or confusion or uncertainty. You've got it all messed up. You're challenging your old mindset. You're growing. You're learning to solve problems in a new way. And the only way to go against the fear is you have to keep stepping through it. You keep stepping through the fear. You keep going through the uncertainty. And I tell people this all the time because everyone says like immediately monetize this and that. And that's great, but they act like there's like a 30-day success plan to everything, and that's bullcrap. It's those, here is one of the keys to success. What's up, Greg and everyone else on here? Here's one of, look, there's a comfort zone for every level. But one of the keys for success is any of you might beat me at any given time. Like you might win, but listen to me. Most of you, and I know all of you are on here rock stars, but in my lane, you won't persevere and beat me over time. What I mean is like someone might win, they might have a one-hit wonder and be like, yeah, I made it. But then they go away. But I'm going to keep coming steadily at them. I always talk about the tortoise and the hare. That's the secret to success. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep coming at it day in and day out. Some days I don't do as good as others, but I don't give up. We persevere. Those that persevere through that uncertainty and don't give up when everyone else does. When you're feeling that fear, when you're feeling that doubt, when I was writing my book, The Story of You, everything from level 1 when I was in jail came back to try to haunt me and tell me, Mark, who are you to think you can be writing a book and speaking to the world? You were in jail. You're a loser. So I had to battle that. Then I remember my college professor telling me, you have no understanding of that which it takes to be an author. So I'm always going against myself. You're going through your comfort zone. It's always trying to suck you back to your comfort zone for each new level you're going through. And if you keep battling through that uncertainty, that's what separates those that persevere. Everyone talks about the grind, the grind, the grind. That's great, I get it. But it's not the secret to success. There isn't any secret. It's willing to persevere over time. It's willing to battle through that uncertainty. I've seen so many people that want to do things that I've been able to win and be successful at, not because I'm smarter, not because I'm more skilled, because they gave up like 9 months in. And I was willing to stick with it for 3 to 5 years. And I dominated my lane in that area, but that's what it takes. You got to persevere over time and battle yourself through those levels of uncertainty. And as I was doing my book and my speaking, I had no idea that I would start facing like this weird confusion and more doubt than I've ever had before. I started doubting stuff that I had already got through at these levels with Dreamshine, that I had completely overcome as I was going through the next level of my book and my speaking, because I was so far out of my comfort zone. It was trying to suck me back to my last level of my comfort zone, or even to here. It was making me feel like, Mark, you're not even good enough to have your company Dreamshine anymore. And so what I'm trying to share with all of you is these are lies. Like, that's how the enemy attacks you. And I have to remind myself, no weapon formed against me will prosper. And God has not given you a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and self-discipline. And continue to surround yourself with people that are at another level, that are challenging you and encouraging you. Those are the keys. Get the right type of criticism. Forget about the haters that are giving you, that are down here at this level, hating on you, telling you why you can't go to the next level. Don't get advice from someone down here and you're up here at this level. It's not that you're better than them, but don't take advice from them about how to do this and speak and all that, because they've never done it. And so in a way, they're criticizing you for the dreams that they never did. And that's where I said like 99% of criticism from haters, like 99% of that is nonsense. Don't just let it go. But that 1% comes from wisdom, from those at another level. Be willing to let that cut you. Take that advice, take that knowledge, be willing to go to that next level, but know you're going to go through uncertainty along the way. And there's so many times I wanted to turn back and give up. And we all are going through that in each one of our adventures, whether it's in our marriage or with our companies, or you're writing that first book, or you're wanting to do speaking. I've had so many speaking events that are picking up, and before every one of them, like, I'm haunted by the mark at the jail level, the mark at this level, always trying to tell me you're not good enough. And you keep pushing through that uncertainty and realize that fear and that doubt it looks a lot like being excited when you're getting ready to go on a roller coaster. And it's that adrenaline. Like, keep letting that push you. Like, transform your perspective on what fear and doubt is. That's where people get it all messed up and twisted. They think, if I'm having this fear and this doubt and this uncertainty, I must not be following my dream, because it would all be sunshine and roses and I'd be happy. And that's not true. You've got to transform your perspective on what fear and doubt is, because you're going into a new level of unknown territory for each new level. And sure, I've seen people settle here. Plenty of them that are millionaires. Then they become depressed, because they don't go after any more significance in life. Some of them get drug habits or alcohol habits or sexual addictions. And I'm not knocking anyone that goes through that stuff. I'm just saying, or they get really depressed. But I've seen success turn into mediocrity, because at every new level of success, you're in another comfort zone. And it's a lifelong journey to always be challenging yourself. And I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about challenging yourself to be the best you. I never wanted to speak. I dropped speech class 3 times. And God kept putting in my heart, you have a message to share to help people. It's not about you, it's bigger than you. So I've learned to just keep saying yes to scary. Like, I wake up and say, God, like, thy will be done. And I continue to pursue that day in and day out. And I'm not perfect. I screw up along the way. I get punched back. But we keep persisting over time. And that's how we get to the next level. And when you get there, there's always another level. So go to the next level and beyond. And everyone, this is Mark Minard. I hope you like my little wonderful drawing here. Have an amazing night. I'm going to be popping back and doing some more Facebook Lives now that I'm back in the USA. God bless everyone.